10 years of war. 1,000 ships. Achilles, Hector, the fall of an entire city, thousands dead, a civilization burned to the ground. And it all traces back to one object, a single golden apple, thrown by an uninvited guest at a wedding party. This is how the gods started the Trojan War, and how mortals paid for it with everything. It begins, strangely, with a happy occasion, a wedding. A sea goddess named Thetis was marrying a mortal king, Peleus, and this was one of the great events of the mythic age. Every god and goddess on Olympus was invited. Every god, that is, except one. Eris, the goddess of strife and discord. And you can understand why they left her off the list. Wherever Eris goes, chaos follows. She is conflict itself, given a face. But snubbing the goddess of discord is exactly the kind of mistake that has consequences. Eris came anyway. She slipped into the wedding uninvited, and she brought a single gift, though gift isn't quite the word. A golden apple. And on its surface was written one word, in Greek, Kallisti, for the fairest. Then she rolled it into the middle of the celebration and vanished. One apple. One word. And the most beautiful goddesses in the universe all reached for it at once. 3 goddesses claimed the apple, and none would yield. Hera, queen of the gods, wife of Zeus. Athena, goddess of wisdom and strategic war. And Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Each insisted she was the fairest. And the quarrel was so dangerous that it climbed all the way to Zeus himself, king of the gods, demanded to judge it. But Zeus was no fool. Choosing between his wife, his daughter, and the goddess of love was a no-win decision that would earn him 2 eternal enemies. So Zeus did something cowardly and brilliant. He passed the decision to a mortal. There was a young man tending sheep on the slopes of Mount Ida, a shepherd who was, secretly, a prince of Troy. His name was Paris. Zeus decreed that Paris would judge which goddess was the fairest. Imagine being a shepherd, and 3 of the most powerful goddesses in existence suddenly appear before you, each demanding you call her the most beautiful. There is no safe answer. And the goddesses knew it, so they started offering bribes. Each goddess offered Paris the thing she ruled over. Hera, queen of the gods, offered him power. She would make him lord of all Asia, the most powerful king on earth. Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, offered him glory. She would make him the greatest warrior alive, undefeated in every battle, infinitely wise. And Aphrodite, goddess of love, offered him something smaller and far more dangerous, the most beautiful woman in the world, to be his wife. Think about what's really being offered here. Power, wisdom and greatness, or love and beauty. The choice Paris makes will tell you what he values, and seal the fate of thousands. Paris chose Aphrodite. He chose the woman. And Aphrodite smiled, because she'd won, but she had made a promise she had no clean way to keep. Because the most beautiful woman in the world already had a name. And a husband. Her name was Helen. And she was the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta, one of the most powerful kingdoms in Greece. Worse, before Helen had married, nearly every king and hero in Greece had wanted her. And to prevent war among themselves, all those suitors had sworn a sacred oath that whoever Helen married, they would all defend that marriage, by force if necessary, against anyone who threatened it. It was a peace treaty written in the names of every powerful man in Greece. Aphrodite either didn't care or didn't think it through. She guided Paris to Sparta, where Menelaus welcomed him as an honored guest, and while Menelaus was away, Paris took Helen back to Troy. Whether she went willingly or was taken is one of the great questions the myths argue about to this day. But the result was the same. Menelaus came home to find his wife gone, taken by a guest who had betrayed his hospitality, one of the gravest crimes in the Greek world. and Menelaus called in the oath. Every king who had sworn to defend his marriage was now bound to sail for Troy. 1,000 ships. The greatest army the mythic world had ever assembled. All set in motion by one apple, one shepherd, and one stolen wife. The Trojan War lasted 10 years. And it ground up the greatest heroes of the age. Achilles, the invincible warrior, killed over the death of his closest companion, and then felled himself by his one weakness. Hector, the noble prince of Troy and the city's best defender, dragged dead behind a chariot in front of his own family. Countless others, Greek and Trojan, dead in the dirt outside those walls. And in the end Troy fell, not to force, but to a trick, the wooden horse, and the city was burned, its men slaughtered, its women taken. An entire civilization erased. Now step back and look at the whole chain. A goddess was snubbed at a wedding. She threw an apple. 3 goddesses got vain. A shepherd chose with his heart. A queen was carried off. An oath was called in. And thousands upon thousands of human beings died for it. That's the deeper point the Greeks were making, and it's a brutal one. The gods quarrel, and mortals bleed. Up on Olympus, the Trojan War was a continuation of a beauty contest. The same 3 goddesses even took sides in the fighting, helping their favorites kill each other's champions. But down on the ground, it was sons and fathers and cities, gone forever. To the Greeks, that was the terror of living under the gods, that your entire world could burn because of a vanity you weren't even present for. So the next time you hear the face that launched 1,000 ships, remember the whole chain behind it, a wedding, a snub, an apple, and 3 vain goddesses who let a mortal world burn over which of them was prettiest. The Greeks didn't tell this story to glorify war. They told it to show you how small the cause of a catastrophe can be, and how the powerful never pay for it. If you want the full story of Achilles, the invincible hero and his one fatal weakness, subscribe. He's next.